Scorpio, what up though? I am Tarot King the Prophet here with another Crown King Tarot presentation with the mid-February reading for Scorpio. It's going to go from mid-February to mid-March. It doesn't matter if you Scorpio rising, sun, moon. If you got Scorpio on your chart, this is for you. Cross watchers, all that stuff. Alright, so like my video, like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever, all that stuff. We trying to get it popping, man. We trying to get it, trying to get it jumping. I start all my readings out with a deck, divination card from the Damon Tarot deck. It is a tarot card, but I use it as like a oracle card. You know, I call it my fortune cookie for my roses. Fortune cookie for my roses, my scorpionic roses. Yes. All right, so let's see what card we're gonna pull for Scorpio for the month, for the midway through February. Azazel. This guy just came out a few times. Azazel has came out. Just so you guys know, I am 420 friendly. Every now and then, I might take a little puff of my blunt. It just make that experience more dope. If know that you're smoking with me, smoke with me. Shout out to my cousin Hood Boss. He got the Wolfgang gear going on here. You know, I'm busting my little sag, got the little sweatpants, gray sweats on for the ladies. Do my little dance. Ow. Yeah. So shout out to Cuz with the Wolfgang gear. You trying to get something popping. Like, share, comment, subscribe. That's right. This is how we do it. This is how we build, y'all. It's a network. It's a family. This is how we do it. All right. Azazel. That guy just came out the other day. It's the guy from, if you guys remember the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington, remember the demon that was going around making everybody sing, time is on my side. That was Azazel. Yep. Let's see what they have to say about Azazel. What they got to say about Azazel. Azazel, the divination is: beware of looking for someone to blame in situations which no one person is responsible. Focus on fairness and offering equal praise for success as blame for mistakes. Beware of looking for someone to blame in situations in which no one person is responsible. Focus on fairness and offering equal praise for success as blame for mistakes. So if, like, you in a situation, say you and another person is in a situation, say that y'all have a hard time connecting to see each other. One person is too busy, another person is too busy. You can't blame that person when it's really both of y'all fault. It's, you know, you got to focus on fairness. You know what I mean? You have to know your end of it and accept your end of it. Matter of fact, if it's so many people guilty, then there's no one else to blame. You know what I mean? You kind of just work that situation out and move on past it. You don't just sit and be like, well, we both to blame, but I'm going to focus on what you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's just not cool, man. It's just too much going on. You know, it could be a whole room, 5 people. 5 people did something wrong. Oh, well, it's your fault. You the one. It was your idea. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, man, all 5 of y'all is to blame. And, you know, you kind of just need to just leave it at that. You know, that way we could just drop the shit. We all equal to blame. You know, so we'll just came to 10 is now back down to 0. Just like that. Anyway, I use the Wildwood Tarot deck. I have a little deck and a big deck that I use, the exact same deck, but it's a little one and a big one. I use the big one to lay out all my general energies. About to lose some cards for you. Get a chance. Flipping good. I'll be tripping, y'all. I be having to really remember that the world is watching me. You know what I'm saying? But I use the big deck to lay out my general energy, the past, present, and future energy. Then I use my little deck to do the clarifications. Then I come back to my big deck, and I use the big deck for a final message from the universe. And I go to the Moonology card for a final oracle message. All right. So, focus on not blaming other people when there's too many people to blame. That was the divination. What is the story going to be about? Let's find out. We got the 3 of Stones in reverse. That's like uprooting, no longer being vulnerable, you know, moving away from something. not trying to be too creative, not trying to be creative to a simple situation. Just imagine somebody in prison, somebody stuck in one cell. Just imagine how many thoughts, how many songs they had to sing, how many exercises they had to do to bring themselves out of that situation, to be creative about that situation. Well, this is somebody that just sitting there doing their time, just like, man, fuck being creative. For real. I'm not entertaining this situation anymore, and it's all good. I'm not being vulnerable. I'm gonna lower the bar on you. I'm gonna move the fuck on because I had the bar up here for you, but I'm gonna lower the bar and I'm just gonna move on. That's possibly what this could be about. I don't know. We're gonna get some clarifications and come back and see. Now, going back into this to the deck, and we're gonna go into the past, present, and the future energy. In the past, you got this Ace of Bows. That's the spark of life. That's about a transformation or a transition, a new beginning, going somewhere else. Starting on one side, finding that spark to go ahead and get it to the other side. You see what I'm saying? A brand new beginning, spark of life. Coming to the present, we have this Queen of Bows in reverse, and this is the fire energy, by the way. This is fire energy, by the way. This is earth energy, and that's a major arcana. We'll get to whatever that is. But this is not in your energy. Your energy is the water. But this is the Queen of Bows in reverse. This is about not being timid, you know what I mean? Being strong, not being hesitant, and moving forward, doing whatever it is that you need to do. Wearing a mask to do it. Wearing this mask allows you to do it. You know what I mean? It's like a bank robber going to rob a bank. You know what I mean? If he didn't have a mask, then he probably won't do this shit. You see what I'm saying? So he put on this mask so they can go and rob this fucking bank. He couldn't do it without that. So you have this mask on, and it has you doing things possibly that you wouldn't normally do without it. That you wouldn't normally do probably prior to this transition, to this transformation. Probably. Let's look at the future. We got this number 6 card, the Forest Lovers, and the number 6 represents the cube, seeing things from all sides, seeing things from more than one side. This is about creating a bond with your desire and with your fulfillment. A bond bringing, tying them both together. People usually see this Forest Lovers card and they're like, oh, we're gonna fall in love. Not outside the circle, because this circle right here involves one person. It's one person in this circle, and it's you. Well, I do it anyway. It could be love about another person. I don't know, but we're going to clarify and get that information. All right, Scorpio. So let's see what we come up with. We're bringing out the little Wildwood Tarot deck now, the little deck. All right, so let's see. Going into the past. 1, 2, 3. Coming into the present. 1, 2, 3. And the future. 1, 2. Some other things. All right. This blunt keeps on going out. Keep on going out. Little wise, nice little, whatever. Anyway, going back into the past, we have the Major Arcana, number 12, the Mirror. We have the King of Bows in reverse, and we have the Great Bear in reverse, another Major Arcana card. Got a couple tools in here. So we have this 1 and 2. This is 1 coming to 2. This is progress. This is 1 recognizing that it can become another 1 and becoming 2. And once it recognizes that it can become 2, it becomes tens, thousands, hundreds. This is finding confidence to put dead things at a distance, use them as fuel for your fire, and move on. Keep the future kind of in a present situation. This is just thinking about now. And this transformation, you just was thinking about now. And this new beginning was about now. But this is in the past. And this is about possibly having your eye on something, but whatever it is that you had your eye on is entangled with many other things. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on in this situation right here. It's a snake right here, and it's a bunch of other snakes. And you got your eye on a snake that's in here mingled with a bunch of other snakes. You see what I'm saying? Different sexes, everything. You know what I mean? You might even be like this. Like if you're, say you're a female. Say you're a female. This might be another female snake that you got your eye on. I mean, this might be a male snake that you got your eye on. But this snake, if this is a male snake, then these other two snakes is a female snake and a male snake, and they're all intermingled. So if you're a female and this is a male, then this is another male and a female. So it might be a female that's playing two males while this male is trying to play you. This may also be a situation like, okay, well, say this is a male, then this is two females and a male. This is a male playing two other females while playing you. Not really playing you. You just got your eye on this person. All right. Or maybe you're the one at the top and this person is putting you up top and you're the one that's intermingled with other people, other situations. And I don't know, it could be your person. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Then we have the Great Bear in reverse. The Great Bear is judging. You, Scorpio, judging very harshly. You judging very harshly. Not you being judged, you judging others very, 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 very harshly. And this is what this transition has done for you. You got confidence. I got to come back to this middle one and see where that goes. But this is about you judging very harshly. And this almost looks like this is also about you going after what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, okay? This is about you going after what it is. You judging very harshly, getting ready to, like this, you got to run across this field. You got to run across this field and get to the mouth of this cave and hope that this bear don't try to devour you. You know what I mean? So what do? With it being reversed, you ran across that field to get what it was that you desire. So you found the confidence, you put, I want to say this is you. I want to say this is you up here, intermingled with all these other situations. And this possibly is your person. And your person is holding on to this foundation like, hey, come down here with me. Not come up. Like your person is like, come down here with me, like bringing you down, pulling you down. And you're just like, you're up there with these other guys. You're just like, fuck that dooskies, dude. You know what I mean? And you're judging really harshly. That's what's going on in that situation, in this transformation. This is about you moving on. You making that transformation to move on. Coming to the present, remember you got this mask on. You're not being timid. You're being somebody that you're not. You're making yourself be someone else so that you can do whatever it is that you need to do. But at the same time, you don't really have any intentions, unless your intentions are pointing back to this past here. When I set it up like that, this is in reverse. This is not having the strength, not having the power, and not going anywhere, not having your intentions. But at the same time, you're feeding something. This is the number of instability. This number 5, the number of man. This 7 right here being in reverse, the number of heaven and earth. That's like not having either. You know what I mean? That's like being stagnant, honestly. And then this 5 right here, this is like keeping something going. But whatever it is that you keeping going, you're not really finding any happiness out of it. You're still finding grief. You know what I mean? You're still finding, I don't want to say sadness. You're still finding confrontation. You know what I mean? You still have a problem going with it. There is something that is out of order. And you got this 9 of arrows right here. That's in the air energy, representing dedication. You know what I mean? Dedicating to something. This woman in this picture is doing what she needs to do aimlessly. You know what I mean? She's just like, oh, this is my job. She's shooting these arrows all behind her. She's just like, she does this shit, but she's doing it. She's doing her job. She's going to work day to day, doing her job, shooting these arrows. You know what I'm saying? But she's not getting any kind of fulfillment out of it. She's going after what she desires with all this orange, but it's covered over in all this blue. You know what I mean? So whatever's going on with that blue, as the blue is representing sadness, and the orange, like I said, is desire. Now, desire, going after what you desire, is not the same thing as having what you want. It's not being fulfilled. There's no green in here. So, well, there's a little green in here on the ground. There's a little green down there. So there's a little bit of fulfillment, but majority, it looks like it's just desire what you want. It's a little green in there. Desire, getting what you want. You know what I mean? A little bit of fulfillment. But there's so much solid blue in here. There's so much just... the universe heavily involved in the situation with this light, this strike represent the universe, and this 9 represent the universe. But this does represent you not having any intention, but getting something going. It's not, well, being not, yeah. Okay, we'll go back to that. Coming to this future, we got this forest lovers finding this bond with yourself, basically finding this bond, getting your fulfillment and your desires together to become one. With this number 6 card, this major arcana, this Forest Lovers card, being touched up by this 5 of arrows, which is card of frustration. With that 5 being there, that's still instability. And looky here, looky here, looky here. This is the same as your major energy, your main energy. Accenting this 5 of arrows. Still in the air, and you got a lot of air energy going on here. You got a little bit of earth, you got a lot of air energy going on here, and a little bit of fire. You know, you got the 3 of stones in reverse. That's uprooting. You know what I mean? That's moving somewhere. That's not being vulnerable anymore. And then in the future, this bird, it's not the arrows, it's the hunter, it's the hawk. You see what he wants, he goes to get it, but this hawk doesn't really look like he's going anywhere to get anything. This hawk is like, really just like, not hunting right now. You know, look at this. So this Forest Lovers card has a lot to do in the future with you. Like I said, when it comes to you getting your desire and your fulfillment, it has a lot to do with you putting yourself first, with a lot of you thinking about yourself. You know what I mean? Right here with this 5 of arrows, it's you taking shots, trying to be the greatest. And it's almost like the shot that you about to take, you feel like it's your last shot. You're strong about it. You uprooting. You're not vulnerable. You see what I'm saying? You lowered the bar. And yeah, it's like something that you was going after, you lowered the bar on it, so you kind of quit going after it and you uprooted, you moved on past that, and you're hunting. You know what I mean? You're going to get whatever it is that you desire. Okay, so that makes sense to me now. That makes sense to me. All right, so bringing it back, rewinding it right back around, we got, we're going to get some summaries here in a second. But for what you got right now, we got this Ace of Bows and the fire energy right there. That could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This is about you making a transition, about you, about you feeling different about someone, about something. You know what I mean? You're confident in yourself. You're ready to make progress. You're ready to make it a thing. You got your eye on this person. You see what I'm saying? Back here in this past, you got your eye on this person. You're trying to make this transition with this person. You're trying to have this new beginning with this person. But this person is caught up in so many things. No, I'm sorry. This is you. You are up here at the top, Scorpio. This is your person. Your person is down here on the foundation. You are up here in other things. You know what I'm saying? You are worried about your self-worth and who it is that you are. And embracing mystery, keeping dead things at a distance. You're ready to move on, so you're going into other things, and you're judging everything, everybody, or this situation, whatever, very, very harshly. You know what I mean? I feel like you made a very, very powerful choice, very strong decision to move on. You know what I mean? Like, you just like, man, I know who I am. You know what I mean? And I'm making a transition, and so I'm gonna leave other things behind. Coming to the present, you put this mask on. You know what I mean? So that you could do it, because you didn't. It wasn't really within you to make the transition that you was making. You know, you had no intentions of even making this transition the way that you did. You see what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You have a hard time right now in the present finding strength and power and finding intention, setting your focus and everything. Probably because of whatever the situation is in the past, you probably kind of miss it a little bit. You know, but it's okay. You got something going. You know, the universe is watching over your shoulder. You got a little something going, trying to go after whatever it is that you desire. Is just heavy reading in here about just desire, but there's still some instability there. You're just barely outside of your comfort zone, and maybe just need to go a little bit further out of your comfort zone with you wearing this mask. You see what I'm saying? Because you are still, you're not really feeling well. You know what I mean? And maybe going out of your comfort zone might be the problem too. Maybe you need to go back into your comfort zone. You know, you're just really just kind of just sticking to the plan right now, and it's getting you, you know, you're going after what it is that you desire. It's getting you a little fulfillment, but it's just like the other half of you is just like feeling all blue. So you got 40% desire, 10% fulfillment, and 50% just blue, just sadness. You know what I mean? So you're doing what it is you need to do. You're getting a little bit of what it is that you need to get, but you still are sad. Going into the future, you are learning to let go, or whatever this is, and to be a little bit more selfish, to create a bond with yourself, to get what it is that you desire and make it equal. Well, to have desires and make getting those desires equal. You see what I'm saying? This is having the desires, and this is the fulfillment. The fulfillment is actually getting your desires. You see what I'm saying? Being more about you, getting to you, okay? The whole idea is to be the greatest, you know what I mean? And you're frustrated in this situation, trying to come to being the greatest, trying to take your shots. You don't took shot after shot after shot, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you got one more shot left, you know what I mean? You're ready to take it. You're finding your focus. You're finding your focus in the future. It's just a little frustrating, you know what I mean? But you're finding your focus in your future, and you're about to take your shot. You see what I'm saying? You are about to quit. You about to take your shot, but at the same time, you are about to quit aiming as high. You see what I'm saying? So if it's 5 levels, you're going to go ahead and shoot at level 2 or level 3 first. You probably won't shoot at level 1. You know, that's too easy. You're probably going to shoot at level 2 or 3 first, and then go to level 4, and then go to level 5, instead of just shooting at level 5 to begin with. You see what I'm saying? You're lowering your bar, and you're moving on past whatever this is right here, past whatever this is that you've taken shots at, and you're becoming the hunter. You see what I'm saying? You are leaving things behind and becoming this hunter, getting ready to. It's hard to say that you are looking, because look at this, look at the hawk. You know what I mean? He's not really looking for anything, but this hawk is the hunter. Let's get some summaries going on here. I probably drug that part out way too far. Yeah. So back in the past, it's the same energy as this present energy. You had to tighten up. You had to put on this mask and start doing some things that you wouldn't normally do. You got out your comfort zone and you shot moves that you wouldn't normally need to make. You know what I mean? You left something behind. You left someone behind. You know, but it was a must. You know, like I said, you had to put this mask on in order to do it, because without this mask, you couldn't do it. With you being yourself, you could not really pull this off. So you had to become a little bit somebody else. You had to make that transition to become somebody else. Right now, you just want to feel good. That's all you want. Is it that you feel good? You might be starting to. You're beginning to see different things. You're beginning to live a little bit. Like right now, you're beginning to live right. You're beginning to move past the situation. Even though you got this mask on, you're beginning, you know what I mean? But there's still a touch of sadness there. You see what I'm saying? Right here, you probably just need a companion with this cat in the background. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because if you moved on past, if you left somebody back here, then you probably just kind of feel it, someone right here. You know what I mean? Companion, but it's more than that. It's so much more to the fulfillment that it is that you're looking for. Coming into the future, we got this balance right here. We got the 1 with the other 4. You know, makes 5. Like these 5s would create all the instability, but with this being separate, the 1 and the 4 actually being separate, it's beginning to be grounded. It's beginning to have that stability, beginning to have balance, beginning to bury certain situations. The snakes in the past, you know what I'm saying? Beginning to bury those situations and beginning to bring things to a level, beginning to have balance, Scorpio. That's dope. That's dope, you know what I mean? Because it's like you're coming from a wild place right here. But having to put on this mask, it's like a hurtful situation, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, say you in love with somebody and you will never leave this person, you know, but you put this mask on, you become somebody else. So, okay, so now I can leave, you know, and that's what the situation is. But with this divination card, I think you probably need to quit worrying about it being everybody's fault. You know what I mean? And worried about being vulnerable, and quit lowering the bar on. Well, yes, definitely. No, don't quit lowering the bar. Definitely lower the bar and But see, the problem with you lowering this bar is that when you lower the bar, you uproot. You see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if I gotta lower the bar on you, dog, then I'm out. You know? Sometimes you gotta lower the bar and just observe. You see what I'm saying? You can't just really knock somebody for not being at the level that you want them to be at. You know what I mean? But that don't mean you got to be. You can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Is it right? Shit, that's based on perception. That's up to you. You feel me? But with basic moral standards and all that, nah, it's not cool. You know. But when it comes to how you want to play it, shit, it's up to you. If you feel like, well, shit, if you can't meet to these standards, then I'm straight. You know what I mean? I know that I was aiming a little high, you know what I mean, and tried to make you Superwoman, but since you can't fly, fuck it, I'm good. Let's get this final message from the universe. This is about coming back to a reality. You see what I'm saying? This is about a new beginning and probably a slow transitional beginning. It might be a little bit, I want to say there's truth there, but the truth is being taken away from. You see what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a lie there. There's truth, but the truth is being taken away from. And I think at some point in time, Scorpio, you will come face to face with an actual reality behind that. All in all, to me, it's a pretty dope reading. You know what I mean? With you being able to progress and find, you know who you are back in this past. You know your self-worth. You know what it is that you deserve. You judging the shit out of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? In the present, you don't really have a direction or focus or whatever, but you got something that you get started. You're starting to go after what it is that you desire. In the future, you're not vulnerable anymore. And I don't know, it's just like, if you can't have what it is you want, you just like, fuck it, I'm moving on. You know what I'm saying? But the message from the universe, though, you will face an actual reality. You know what I mean? You will see something. You will come to grips with something. Like, a truth will be taken away from. How can I explain a truth will be taken away from? It's like saying that somebody that loves you very much doesn't love you. It's saying that they don't love you. You see what I'm saying? And now you've taken away from that truth. You feel me? And made a reality out of it. Time is on my side. Okay. Your Moonology Oracle card is step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. I said something about that shit. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Scorpio. North Node for Scorpio. North Node for Scorpio. 11 and 6. 11 and 6 are your numbers. and 6 for Scorpio. Mid-February through to mid-March. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. There is a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing that thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make this leap, there's a good chance you will come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? You're attuned to the moon, Scorpio is. I know I'm headed in the right direction. I know I'm headed in the right direction. That is pretty dope, Scorpio. That is most definitely very, very dope. Good job, guys. Good job recognizing in the past about leaving the situation alone and putting on this mask and figuring out not necessarily who you are, but figuring out what it is that you need to do to feel better, to feel you, and, you know, creating this bond with yourself to find more fulfillment. You see what I'm saying? By letting some of these things go in the past, putting this mask on. So you can let go of some of these things in the past, lowering that bar on these past and uprooting and taking away from the truth. But it makes you, I guess, a better, you know. So that's your reading. I am Tarot King, the Prophet. I appreciate you guys stopping in. And I don't know, love you guys, man. I love you guys. You guys are my roses, my scorpionic roses. Man, I can't wait to get some merch put together for real, for real. I cannot wait. I got some ideas in my head that's just like boom, 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 boom. This is another Tarot King. I'm sorry. I'm Tarot King, the Prophet. This is another Crown King Tarot presentation. Fuck, I went all the way over 30 minutes. Let me get up out of here, y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe, so on and so forth. Holla at your boy. Peace.